All right, well, let's see. It's about 5 of 9, so we're coming up to the top of the hour here, Friday. It's the end of what's been a relatively slow week, although I feel like I did have a good day. Maybe it was on Monday. Maybe it was Tuesday. I don't know. But I had a couple good days this week. In any case, I haven't had a really killer day in a while, so kind of in a bit of a grind here. But I can't really complain that much because I am grinding on small green days for the most part. Small red days have been small, so nothing, nothing really that is that big of a deal. I'm just kind of sitting here, like I said yesterday, waiting for something that I can kind of jump into and get aggressive on. So, typical routine this morning, I sit down, I load up the chat room, and I just ask myself, is there anything that looks good this morning? So, I'll show you what the scans look like. Let's see. So, when I first log in, it's anywhere from 6 to 6:37, and so I pull up my scans there on my phone so I can kind of see like what's moving. And it gives me a sense of whether or not there's anything to trade. And I saw PXMD and I was like, okay, PXMD, not bad. Then I pull up the chart on it and I realized it had a spike at 4 a.m. and it's just been selling off since then. So that's kind of a bummer. That's not really the exciting move that maybe I was hoping for. So PXMD, that's no good. And if you sort the gap scan by leading volume, so, when I sit down on my computer, I can log into the members dashboard at Warrior Trading, or you can log in over at Daytrade Dash. Remember, Daytrade Dash, tools only, scanners, chat room, news, charts are coming soon, tools only. There's no classes at Daytrade Dash. So this is just for people that want the tools, $197 a month for the tools. You could add another add my broadcast for another 100. So $294 a month for just the tools. Over at Warrior, where you have access to the classes and everything else, this is where I log in. So I log in here to the chat room, and you can pull up the chat room, and this is where I can start to get dialed in. So this platform is the Daytrade Dash software, and this is what Warrior members use. So they can log into this, and this is where we see the gap scan. So we've got the gap scan here, PXMD, leading gapper. It's up 37%, YTRA, 23%. And so I can see pretty clearly and pretty quickly that there's not anything here that's really phenomenal. PXMD does have the most volume pre-market if I sort by volume, but sorting by gap, you can see that it's the leading gapper, and then second leader only has 500,000 shares. IC is 250. UCL has a million. So we generally have some lighter volume stocks on the scans this morning, and nothing is really huge or super exciting. I can hope that maybe at the top of the hour at 9 a.m. that we have some solid breaking news, but given that it's Friday, that is probably a little bit of a high and unreasonable expectation. All right, so I think at this point, I'm going to be watching some continuation stocks from previous days and see if anything ends up showing some opportunities. So I have a couple of stocks that are wild card stocks, a couple that I think have some potential. Whether or not we see anything is to be determined, but we do have a couple that I'm kind of watching. So I'll go over those in a second. For those tuning in on YouTube, you're welcome to check out our Black Friday sale that we've got going on right now. So many of you know we've changed our membership structure here at Warrior. So we have a one-time membership fee. So you've got a one-time membership fee that'll give you access to classes. You can do the Warrior Starter, the Warrior Plus, or the Warrior Pro. For Black Friday, the coupon code is a 50% discount on your one-time fee. So it's the biggest sale that we've ever done, 50% off. And I'm excited to do this for you guys as we have this new membership structure where it's a one-time fee. So you pay your one-time membership fee, and that gives you access to the classes, and then you can choose which trading tools you want. So from here, when you click join, you could choose whether you want the chat, the live stream, and the news, 100 a month, or you could do chat, live stream, news, and scanner for 197 a month. The charts are coming soon And then the highest level includes the daily mentoring, the mentor sessions. And so some people might say, well, I'll just do chat only, and that's fine. Some will say, oh, I'll do chat and scans, but I'll add the mentor sessions maybe for a month and then I'll take them away. Or I'll add the trading simulator for a month and then you can always take it away. So we wanted to make it super flexible so you guys can subscribe to what you want and opt out of what you don't want. As part of our Black Friday sale, we've got some bundles right now, which are a combination of your one-time membership fee and a year of prepaid tools that are at a discount. So there's a lot of people, and I'm actually one of them. I actually rarely will do like pay in full. I usually just put it on monthly subscriptions and just kind of let it roll. For me, that's a little easier for cash flow. It's just like, well, it's just a little bit each month, and then I can cancel at any time, or if I want to upgrade, I can upgrade. If I want to downgrade, I can downgrade. I just don't want to feel locked in. So I like to do that. But, other people, they like the feeling of just, it's paid for, it's done, and I don't have to think about it. So you can do whatever you want. It's totally your choice. But, and you can come over to the website, Trading Courses, and check out the membership comparison to look at what's included in your various memberships, Starter, Plus, and Pro. All right, and then these are the trading tools. Okay, so I want to, I almost forgot. I was going to mention that yesterday, but wanted to mention it today. All right, so let's see. So again, this morning, I'm looking at the charts, which are not released yet for members. So right now, these are just for me as I'm testing them out. But I've got these charts that I'm working on, and I'm looking at my scans. So this is the software, and my thought is PXMD is probably too cheap and has pulled back too much. So I don't think this one's going to work. So that one's off the list. YTRA is off the list. I don't really like that. We've discussed SATX a couple times. It's curling up a little bit, but it has bigger spreads. So it's got a little bit of a risk factor there, which is tough. I think the levels that we were watching from yesterday are still in play for sure. It's got a little bit of ascending resistance. It needs to break through. I mean, ultimately, we want to see it over 50. So let's see, SATX. So right now it's 46.46 by 48. So we'll see whether or not it holds these levels. Starting to curl up a bit. This is one yesterday that made a pretty big move, and we had a couple of traders that really crushed it. I mean, there were a couple of traders that did really well on the squeeze yesterday. So I certainly want to keep it on watch. It's definitely a continuation stock. So that's SATX. Pixie is on watch for possible continuation. So Pixie's a maybe. First daily candle to make a new high is what I'm looking for. It's a bull flag on the daily chart. Would have been nice if it broke out yesterday, but it's starting to just look better. So I like it. ATAT, this one put in a nice move yesterday. So I would say ATAT, Blue Sky is above 17. So that one's going to be a little easier to manage risk on, to be honest. So that one is a possibility. Keep that on a side chart. And let's see if we've got any $1 million badge holders that want to throw out some ideas of what they're liking this morning. Oh, that reminds me, as always, my results are not typical. Trading is risky, and you should practice a simulator before you trade real money, and don't try to blindly follow me or anyone else. Someone says, I think my TikTok was hacked. I think someone's messaging him that doesn't speak English very well. Well, first of all, I take that personally. English is my first language. In fact, it's my only language. I think I speak it fairly well. I'm not great at spelling, but I get through. Having said that, most likely you are not messaging me. Most likely it is someone who has taken my picture, created an account that's very similar to mine, maybe Warrior Trading with two W's or two A's, and is trying to get you to send them some money. Probably cryptocurrency. That would be my guess. It has been an ongoing problem on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter. It happens everywhere, and it happens not just to me. I mean, it happens. I'm sure there. It happens to everyone who, it has any small degree of following, especially in the financial sector. So this is, it's you gotta really just think and look carefully. But they're so good, and obviously it works for them. So I'm sorry that that's happening. I wish there was something I could do about it, but there's not. Maybe Elon Musk will figure something out on Twitter. But the verified thing didn't work so well, and in fact that made it a little bit worse. So I don't know. This fella on YouTube says, I'm a popular guy and his wife has a crush on me. He says, I can't really blame her. No, you certainly cannot blame her. It's natural. She's only flesh and blood. It's no surprise at all. All right, so ATAT side chart. SATX side chart. We've got the link posted on YouTube for the Black Friday sale. Hey, Rock and Block. He said, I've grown my account from $20 to over $500 as of yesterday, thanks to finding you here and following your techniques. So here's something back to you. Have a great day. Thank you. I've only seen this once before. I guess YouTube lets people. So he donated or paid $10 on YouTube. Well, thank you for that. That was unnecessary, but thank you. I appreciate that. We'll pay that forward. I'm donating $10,000 this week for to buy Christmas presents for kids in this in town. So I'll earmark that $10 to go towards that donation. Yes, this is what I did last year. Last year I did 5,000, I think it was. This year, stepping it up a little bit to 10. It's for the kids. I also got a letter here. Let's see. This is from the Flying Cloud Institute. Ross, we greatly appreciate your support this year. Your donation has an enormous impact, helping to bring science and art exploration to children throughout the Berkshires. You're wonderful. Thank you. So this is something that I've donated over $1 million, and most of it has been right here in this small community that I live in. My hope is that other traders who find some degree of success are able to also give back to something that's meaningful to you. Of course, some people live in big cities and it's easy to feel sort of invisible, but living in a small town, you can certainly make a difference. And it's nice to be able to do it with time. It's not just money. You can, donate your time at the food pantry, things like that. And I've done that too. But time for me is very limited, and I have a bit more money. now. So being able to donate something money is a bit easier right now. So I know they appreciate the time donations just as much. All right, so we've got about 20 minutes to the opening bell here. Oh, thanks, Brian. So he donated $10 as well. He said, "This is the most valuable channel on YouTube. Everything I've learned about trading, I've learned from Warrior Pro." Thanks, Ross. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. Okay, so about 20 minutes to the opening bell here. Stephen in chat says he's renewing year 3 today. Awesome. So the 12 cylinder says, "Why are people giving money to Ross? He doesn't need it." No, they certainly don't need to. But it's a nice token, and I can, as I said, pay that right forward. 2,000 share starter on ATAT here. It's going. So now watching for an ad over 16, and we're looking for $17 daily level. Ad at 16.13 on ATAT. Now looking for 16.25 for my next ad spot. It only takes one, right? So now adding it at 25 right there, and there's coming up to 38. Got a little profit at 20. Spread opens up a little bit. Using my hotkeys to take profit at the ask. It ends up right now at about 1,300. Let's see if this goes a little higher. Cost basis is 79. So I'm unwinding the rest of it flat. I wasn't really, I didn't time this one super well. I sort of jumped in this as it was going for the break at 15.50 and 16. I don't like that the highest volume is on a red candle, but I was able to pull $1,300 out of it. So, that's something. Now we'll watch and see if it holds. I did add at 16.25 and I lost money on that ad. Went up to a high of 16.38. So Craig says, as a member, I can't thank Ross enough for what he's taught me. Thank you for being a role model and teaching me how to accomplish my dreams. That's awesome. Thanks, Craig. Well, my volume on that candle shows red because the 1 minute candle is red. So, we know we have that daily level of 17. It's up 5%. It's definitely still worth watching. We got the initial pop. Now it's pulled back. You have to be quick on those those first trades. I tried to size a little bit bigger, but I only got a partial fill on my entry. That sometimes happens. So a little bit of a dip there, back up to 16. I mean, what a nice move though, from 15 up to 16.38. It's $1.38 a share. That's not bad. And I bought 2,500 shares and got 1,300 bucks out of it, which is like 30 cents a share, almost 40 cents a share. That's not bad. Yeah, I have two different market data vendors that I'm looking at, and both of them show that that candle at the top was red and the volume bar is red. So yes, I have donated a lot to St. Jude's, and I will continue to donate for that cause. I wish they didn't send quite so much mail, but I don't know how much of they obviously have a. I mean, they have to do some promotion, I guess, but they send a lot of mail. I did dip there at 35 on ATAT. I'm just trying to buy the dip and looking for that pop back up over the $0.50 of 50. So let's see if we break through 1550. We'll see if we get a little sub VWAP trap. So there's 43 on the ask on ATAT. I gave it time, no bounce, flat at 33. Enough time for me. So now the question will be whether or not we set up a 5-minute pattern and curl back up. Well, there's not a lot of volume, but you had the rate of change. In one candle that went up $1.30 a share. I got in about halfway through the candle. So it was already moving up and I jumped on that momentum. That is momentum trading. Would I prefer more volume? I would. If I had more volume, I could take more size and I could probably make more money on it. So I would prefer if there was more volume. But if something is moving, you know, I've got to take a trade on it. I had it up on the screen because I was already watching it as a possible continuation stock from yesterday. I traded it yesterday, and I think I might have lost on it, but I don't remember. I didn't make a ton on it. In any case, traded it yesterday. It squeezes up to 1570, so it ends up having a pretty good day. And then today, pre-market was consolidating under that level, so I was looking for the break of 1570, and then if we break through that level over 16, all-time high is 17. So, you know, I had it on watch. I have SATX on another chart. That one has moved up a bit. Oh, coupon code is Big Sale 50. So if you use coupon code Big Sale 50, you'll save 50% on your one-time membership fee. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, SATX. Let's see. What's the cost to borrow shares on SATX? So the algo scalping class. So members, you can go into your view courses in the education portal. Oops, I got to log in. So log in, then view the courses. You've got your Warrior Pro learning path. And then if you scroll down, this is where we have day trading the basics. Right, so if you look at the trading courses, oops. Day trading the basics, day trading strategies and scaling, ranked best comprehensive day trading course by Investopedia. So these are the two classes that you'll go through first here. And if you keep going down, you'll see my live trading archives, day trading in an IRA, and algo scalping. So you were asking about the algo scalping classes. So this is the one that talks about high frequency trading algorithms and algo scalping in general. Then we've got classes down here. Recent classes have just been added. Classes being taught by Warrior Pro graduates, Jess, Danny. Those classes are out, and we've got a couple classes coming soon. Hemang, he's got a class coming soon, and Chris has a short selling class coming soon. And Max has his class coming soon also. And then Jorge is going to have his class coming soon on futures. Which reminds me, Jorge, I need to get a headshot from you to add to your coming soon class. SATX is $1.75 a share. I see it at $1.62 as well. So I wanted to get a sense of if it's easy to borrow, hard to borrow, if there's a lot of shares available. That kind of helps gauge, all right, is this going to be dominated by short sellers or will it still have a chance for momentum? It's a somewhat recently traded stock, right? So I'm not super worried about like a secondary offering, but you do have the potential, without knowing the details of the stock, you do have the potential of people who got in around 10 taking profit. They're up 500% as it hits 50, right? So you could have some profit taking. If it can push through that profit taking and sustain these levels, then that's certainly good. The fact is, yesterday it closed at like $50 a share, and it's still at 45. So it's held up relatively well. Right, exactly. So why wouldn't they have taken profit yesterday? They certainly could have. They probably would have. And they might have taken profit a couple days before that too. So it's still holding up, that's all bullish. That's all good. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to have any good trades on it necessarily, but it is holding up relatively well. So keep it on watch. All right, so that's SATX. ATAT needs to get back over VWAP. It's setting up a 5-minute chart. Hey, good morning, Manoli. Let us know if you have anything you're watching today. So first 5-minute candle to make a new high. Yep, it's a possible setup there. High of the last five, 15.55. I'll take a starter there at 15.30 on ATAT. That's a nice little first candle to make a new high. It adds a couple $100. It's a quick scalp trade. Now, I want to see if we break through 60 and 70. Mentally, I want to see it get through this red candle right here, which is 15.55. So new order to add is at 15.55. So watching 15.55 to see if I can add. $37 by 50. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of attention on it. Flat for now. A couple hundred. Needs to get back over VWAP. 5-minute setup is forming, but it's not breaking out. We'll leave it for now. So I still like it. Keeping it there on the side chart. SATX side chart. Had a squeeze a little earlier up to 48 and has dipped back down. Hey Max, good morning. Hey Sean. So yes, live stream is available for Plus members. You can subscribe to. So he's over on Day Trade Dash, and he says, "Oh, I think I want to upgrade to Warrior Plus." All right, so Warrior Plus includes my 5 most popular classes: day trading the basics, strategies and scaling, trader rehab, IRA, and algo scalping. It's 50% off using Big Sale 50 coupon code. So you could subscribe to that, and then you could pay $197 a month just for the chat and stream. Or you could pay $197 a month for the chat, stream, and scanners. And then when we add the charts, if you wanted to do $247 a month, you could do that, and then you would get the charts as well. So as a Warrior member, you would actually pay a little bit less than you're paying at Day Trade Dash. But that would be after becoming and paying your one-time membership fee. So you can do that all on your own. If you want to email team@warriortrading.com, that's okay too. So no, you won't have to do that, Nadini. You'll just have to maintain your trading tools subscriptions. Okay, so 10 seconds to the open. So I've got a little bit of a game plan, a couple wildcard stocks, and we'll be back at it on Monday morning. So thanks for those tuning in on YouTube, and we'll see you on Monday.